Hi Aquarius, welcome to your reading for December 2017. Wow. Happy Thanksgiving for those who celebrated. This is the very end of November. So we're going into December. So this is for Sun, Moon, Rising. Or if you were just guided to click on the video, you know, there's probably something here for you. Alright, we're going to use these cards. I'm just going to get right into your reading, Aquarius. And just say welcome. Thank you for everything. You know, it's truly, truly appreciated. Okay. Again, Sun, Moon, Rising. Certainly can be planets. You know, I think the day that I was born, Uranus had a big impact. And that's about as much as I know, but so you never know. That is weird. What is going on? Okay. I have been having the strangest readings. So I just cut the deck. And I have the Tower flipped over. This is crazy. It's flipped over. And then the second pile of the Fool. Look at that. And the Ace of Cups. And the rest flipped over. Well, do I think we're meant to take these cards? Yeah. I wonder why nothing from the third. Maybe this is what we're to begin with, third. Okay, so we begin with the Tower. It's followed by the beautiful Ace of Cups. With the Fool. Clearly looking back at this Ace of Cups. I almost feel like he's going on an adventure. You know, like I'm going on an adventure. Finding. Normally I don't feel this in the Fool. I don't feel like he's on any particular path. He's just following his intuition. But here I feel like he is on a path. Looking for this Ace of Cups. You know, it's like the fountain of youth, so to speak. Not that he views it as a fountain of youth. He actually views it as divine. So, you know, when the Fool shows up in the reading, it's you. Now, maybe you don't even know this, right? Maybe you don't know this yet. You know, because the Fool is entering, right? This could be your soul. Your soul searching for this. Your soul searching for your soulmate. And almost like you're just being, if you allow, you know, your human body is being taken, if you allow, taken for the ride, the journey. That proves to be exciting. You know, it could even have danger. You know, it could. You know, the tower can represent our own walls, our fear of what will happen if I just be the fool. You know, and the refusing of considering that, you know, like not even considering that maybe part of perhaps the pain that I feel or the loneliness that I'm in or whatever this is. I feel like yeah, it's scary to take those walls you've been building and building and building, right? It's scary just to let them come down. But, you know, it blocks you from the Ace of Cups. Now, this Ace of Cups could certainly be, you know, pouring water on the situation, but I don't feel so. I don't feel that way. Like I feel like the Ace of Cups is if you allow yourself to experience, even if you're fearful, right? Because something new is on the horizon, you know, and it's like guides are saying, just go for the ride. Look at that, another card, 2 cards. Wow. And another card. I don't know. I'm going to have to go back and look to see if I shuffled this deck like wrong, but I mean, I just feel like they're meant to be there. I'm sorry, guys. I feel like I have to look at these. Because every single one of these cards was flipped the other way. Okay. I hope you guys can see this. I have the Nine of Wands and the Fool, both looking back. And I feel like what it's telling me is to get to this new beginning. It's been quite a journey. You know, it took a lot of strength and perseverance and willpower, you know, to keep moving forward. But you did. You did. And, you know, to me, this is wanting this new start, right? Like, I'm passionate about a new start. I'm passionate about whatever the Fool wants me to find, to, you know, wherever the Fool wants to take me. The Fool is clearly taking you to this Ace of Cups. And I'm really being, you know, taken how you can have the Tower and the Ace of Cups side by side. Two different energies. Completely different energies. But they're side by side. So, I feel like number one, it's showing you how quickly life can change. You know, in an instant, it can change. But, you know, as much as I say that, and it can, it may not, you know, if I've not been willing to put in the effort that is required for me to be in a relationship, right? To have this Ace of Cups, whatever it represents, whether it be a person or a passion for a person. You know, I feel like it's saying, you know, if I'm not willing to do that, then, you know, it doesn't even matter if the Ace of Cups comes in because everything will just be the same. You will just repeat a cycle that will take you back to this Tower again. So you're being urged not to let that happen. And, you know, for some of you, you don't know who's coming in. So this clearly is asking for self-examination, right? Not judgment, not self-judgment. I am, you know, I'm preparing for love, whether love is in my life or not right now. And the only way I can really prepare is to look at myself honestly, you know, make changes where need be, appreciate the things that I, you know, may look down upon myself. This is just being willing to put in the work. Put in the work, and I'm heading right with the Fool to this Ace of Cups. If I don't, well, I mean, you know, we have the Devil right underneath it. It's almost feels like it's saying what I just said, like, I'm doomed to repeat it. I'm doomed to repeat it. You know, a vicious cycle. But yet, all along, you have control over it. You know, and we have the wheel down here. So, you know, there certainly can be things that I don't know. You know, like, someone makes me feel a certain way. You know, there's a million different things, but I feel what this reading is saying is that still does not take away my control, you know, because I do feel like for some of you, this is a perhaps karmic energy, and the lesson's not being learned. Yet, you know, as soon as I said that, I see that there is clarity here for you, though. You know, the High Priestess presenting this Ace of Swords. Clarity for you. True clarity. And, you know, this Ace of Swords is like pointing right up at that fool. Like, pay attention to me. This is the beginning, right? This is really the beginning of the reading, if we let it be. You know, I have the feeling like, don't even pay attention to over here, because here is the journey. And, you know, we're ending up in the Lovers. So, you know, could it be that, because remember, we opened this with your inner being, your soul wanting to take this journey, right? Wanting, ready, preparing to go take this journey where the Ace of Cups exist. So that's the energy we want to take on. And it's like I come down here and, you know, all the clarity, everything I need to know. All those, you know, things that were whispered in your ear, kind of things that held you back. It's like either I have clarity over it or I'm letting it go. You know, I have the Four of Swords over here with the Four of Pentacles. And I feel the energy coming from, I don't know, lower source, a lower source energy, okay? Now, Capricorn, I don't mean you, okay? And kind of sucks, you know. I know you guys, a lot of people don't like that card, who Capricorns. I get emails all the time. This isn't that, though, okay? Because all these cards, you know, even the sun for Leo doesn't always mean Leos are sunny. Trust me. Anyway. Well, it's like I have a chance, like I can either repeat this cycle or I can look at whatever this tower represents to me, you know, and maybe I'm fighting so hard not to let it come down. And maybe I need to do the opposite. Because I feel like that is what ends this karmic cycle. And, you know if you're in a karmic relationship, right? Because it's not lovey-dovey. You know, very, very seldom. Or, let me put it this way, it's not the kind of energy I'm feeling within this type of karmic relationship. Okay. So, I know that I needed to take some time. You know, it's not just about, wasn't just about, or it isn't just about getting myself physically ready for the journey. And by the way, it is about getting yourself also physically, you know, like that's part of it. If your self-confidence is low because of, you know, you put on extra weight, you know, hey, I know. This is about, if you're truly like I know love is coming, you know, I'm going to be the fool, I'm going to find it. It doesn't even have to mean I'm physically going out to find it, but I'm preparing myself. So maybe I am doing a little yoga, you know, which would be great because that helps me take care of my mind and my body. Yeah, I kind of recommend that for you. Because you do need a way to shut your mind down, right? And yoga would be great for that. Anyway. So it's just telling me that it took some time. It's almost like give yourself slack, you know? Things like this don't come easy. Understanding. But here it is. Here it is. And it just feels like it's giving me an opportunity to really move everything in a new direction. Now, you know, I have the Princess of Cups attached to the Lovers here. And, you know, she is receiving this offer of love. And, you know, if you look at her, she's surprised. You know, she's surprised by the offer. She's certainly happy about it, but it's almost like just like the tower. Just like the tower is saying, you know, sitting next to the cups. Two different energies. You know, it's like you're just doing, sitting, I don't know. I feel like saying you're outside reading a book, and next thing you know, you get a phone call. You know, definitely. Because what's ever coming next is coming fast. This time on the wheel, I mean, it is turning fast. You know, and it's like it's coming from the heavens down to you. So this may be a new spiritual understanding. This may be like help that I receive from above, right? To go into this next chapter. And, you know, the Queen of Pentacles is here, and I feel like it's saying, you know, I just need to make sure I'm grounded here. You know, I'm definitely feeling the earth within this. But also, you know, you can't pull the wool over the Queen of Pentacles' eyes. I mean, you can't. So, this could be a message to, you know, if you're strong within yourself, then just let this come. Let this come to you. You know, and I have the High Priestess right in the middle of the spread. Almost like it is the High Priestess that is bringing us, all of us, showing us that there's a new, I'm sorry, I don't know what that noise is. Showing us that there is this, like making us feel this opportunity, right? Hmm. You know, it feels like the High Priestess is trying to reveal, really, well, this karmic cycle, this attachment, right? And it is not a healthy attachment any longer, okay? This is the one that just was not meant to stand the test of time. It just wasn't. You know, it had its purpose, and its purpose is over. However, like I often say, though, when you see the Tower, almost always you see some type of blessing after it, right? So, you know, let's just allow it to happen. And, you know, if you think you're not strong enough to end this karmic cycle, you're wrong. You know, you're wrong. Because you are. And your soul wants you to, but it, again, has to be your choice, right? It's my free will. It's my free will. But, man, my soul wants to go on this journey. I just feel like adding a few more cards in here. You know, I know I'm not really naming signs, but that's because everyone's here. And, you know. You know, I'm noticing how the Princess of Cups, who is connected to possibly this twin, definitely soulmate. I'm noticing how balanced her energy is. especially with the Queen of Pentacles sitting next to her, sitting, you know, above her right. Okay, I'm just going to take a couple cards on the top line. You know, it's like I can see the High Priestess saying, I have an option here. Like, I definitely have an option. I can remain in this Tower energy for as long as I can keep it going. You know, I do feel what she's saying is eventually it will crash down, in one way or another. And, you know, it's like the acknowledgement of that karmic tie. Okay? But again, it's like, I don't know. Well, she's clearly saying, you know, I can choose. I can choose to ignore the situation. I can choose to not be proactive. But this is what's going to happen. Now, if I get proactive in my own life, if I maybe bring this tower down before, you know, before the universe brings it down anyway. Through clarity, though, okay? It's through clarity, because I feel the Four of Swords is really important here. You know, I need to think over, maybe I need to think this over as in, what were the signs? Like, what were the signs within the relationship trying to tell me? Because, you know, I can end this. I can end it. And I know some of you are going to be like, oh, I don't know. I don't know if I'm ready. This isn't a healthy thing, okay? Because on the other end of it, it's like, I can do that. Because the world keeps on moving, right? It keeps on moving. And if I move with it and get excited, you know, even if I'm fearful, I'm excited. You know, I'm prepared as much as I can. Well, I'm heading on quite the adventure. You know, that seems to end up with, for some, you know, perhaps a twin. You know, but let's just say beautiful love, nonetheless, right? Not just beautiful love, but beautiful communication within that love. And I feel like for some of you, it's important to hear that. Okay. All right. I'm not getting any cards. So, okay. Well, you know, there is this desire. I had the Knight of Coins with the Queen of Swords and the Eight of Cups. So the desire to leave is there, right? I feel like the the Knight of Pentacles is saying two things to you. That, you know, you have been very slow moving with the decision, because you're looking at the Knight of Pentacles, right? Your back, right? Your back is to the Eight of Cups. But this is me wanting to get out of a relationship, wanting to get out of something that's an emotion, that's emotional to me, right? And I feel what it's talking about is the cutting of ties. And, it's you taking, it's just you taking the long road. Let's say it that way. You're taking the long road when the short road is available to you. So it could very clearly be saying, that you're still not ready. Your desire isn't strong enough to move you out of this yet. And, that's up to you. I don't know, I don't feel like there's a time limit on this, so to speak. I feel like it's whenever you're ready for this new journey. But until you're ready, it remains the same. It remains it doesn't remain the same, but it repeats. Okay. Alright, let's do down the second line. We have the Devil, the High Priestess, Ace of Swords. So, for a few of you, this, you may be waiting for a Capricorn to communicate with you. And you might be like at the end of your rope. Like I'm literally at the end of my rope. And I feel like, I do feel like they communicate with you again. Why do I feel like I'm delivering bad messages? Because I feel like they do communicate with you again, but you are also supposed to look at that, at the time, at how much time you waited, at that, what you did during that time period. Was it like, were you anxious? You're supposed to look at how the energy of another controlled your energy. And you're only supposed to look at it because that can only happen if you allow it. Okay? Now, I know that sounds, again, easier said than done. But nonetheless, it is the truth. So, maybe this is everyone's journey is, I need to find, my way. Okay. Anyway, I feel right now you'll feel that's good news. But, just look at it, that's all. Okay. Again, no cards. I have the Six of Swords. I have the King of Pentacles. And I have Judgment. You know, for some of you, this love offer could certainly be from an earth sign. Though, I mean, you know, I have too much here. I have fire. I have water. You know, I have it all. But I feel more this is about something coming in that feels balanced to you. Okay, like you'll notice, or let me put it another way, their energy, when you're around them, their energy soothes your energy, and vice versa, by the way. You can calm each other, right? You can really calm each other. It doesn't mean there's not passion, but this is a beautiful element. It's a beautiful element here. How, you know, it's like you get that you're in it together. No one thinks above, this is the way it has to be. We're in it together. And, you know, if this is Earth, it'll just be a nice balance for you. You know, you have the victory card. You know, victory that did not come without struggle, but it's still a victory. And, you know, we need to celebrate that. It's like, yeah, it came with struggle, but nonetheless, it's a victory that I allowed to happen, right? And then you have judgment. You know, I just kind of feel like it's talking about destiny, you know, because I feel like the high priestess sent judgment, almost like an announcement ahead of time. You know, if I start from this fresh energy, right, the Fool, I'm not allowing all these swords, and not that you have a ton of swords, but I'm not allowing my thoughts and the crap around me. I'm not allowing it from, well, you know, because I feel like this is going to be a difficult choice for some of you. But yet, I feel like you'll know. Like when you watch this reading, I feel like you're going to feel a little resistance, yet you know which direction, right? But I want you to know what you're feeling, you know, towards this new beginning. Whatever this new beginning is, by the way. I feel like it's the high priestess, like almost like allowing, if we choose, allowing that passion, that spiritual download, spiritual help, the glimpse of what can be, the promise of what can be. You know, I don't have to see it to know that it's true, right? I can feel if something's true or not. So, I don't know, guys. I just feel like go on this new journey. You know, there's someone very stable who evidently, again, you know, you may have a soul contract with. That it may be their time to come in, you know? You know, you've set this up ahead of time. You know, the Queen of Pentacles, very psychic energy. High Priestess, judgment. You know, soul contract wants to come together. This one needs to go away. And victory over that, even though it's difficult. You know, difficult, but once I move on it, it becomes easier and easier and easier and easier very quickly. It's that initial movement. Well, guys, I think I have to leave that up to you. Quite an interesting reading. The readings have been interesting for December. Okay, guys, I love you. I want to wish you happy holidays, but I hope, I'll see you on the weekends. My new weekend update, my new weekend updates. So I hope you're checking them out. There have been some very deep messages. I don't know, like some months, all my messages are so spiritual, but they're just meant to be. So I hope you receive them well. And again, I thank you so much. Have a beautiful month. I'll see you on the weekend. Bye, guys.